What's going on, guys? Good morning. It's Bill DeWeese, professional voice actor, voiceover coach, and demo producer. And I'm so glad to have you guys stop by this morning for our live stream, the daily voiceover huddle. And I just want to give you a quick reminder before we get into the thick of it today that tonight is my next live event training. It happens tonight at 7 Central, 8 Eastern. And tonight we're going to talk about creating your own demos. Maybe you need to bolster what you already have to be a little stronger in different niches, or maybe you're just getting started and you need a low-cost way to enter the market with a DIY demo. That's what tonight's all about. We've got more information on that in the description. By the way, as you roll in, as I see you're doing right now, make sure you share your name and where you're watching or listening from this morning. So much appreciate you guys stopping by and being a part of this daily get-together. So usually, what I'm going to talk about today would be the kind of thing I would talk about on a Motivational Monday. It's a quote, but it's so good. It's so good I had to share it with you. And I've got to tell you, this is not my quote. I wish I were so wise as to have come up with this, but I heard this on probably right now my favorite YouTube channel, which is Tom Bukovac. Tom is a session guitarist in Nashville and has been for the past several decades. And YouTube, I guess through their infinitely wise algorithm, introduced me to the channel because I like to play around a guitar. And the guy is so not just experienced and talented, but there's so much wisdom. And let me just say this before I give you the quote, is that if you're a performing artist of any type, whether voiceover talent, musician, actor, whatever, you need to check out this guy's channel. By the way, I'm not getting paid. I don't know Tom. He doesn't know me. I'm big on what he has to say because he understands what has to go on here. A lot of people, when it comes to guitar, they worry about what's going on here. But he understands, if you get your head on right, then everything else will follow. And so check it out. It's I've put a link to the channel in the description. It's 501 Chorus Echo is the channel. Good stuff. But here's the quote. And Tom was quoting somebody else, but he didn't mention the name of the person who said it, but I just want to make sure you understood it came from another source, not me. This comes from a film director, and here's the quote. Amateurs worry about gear. Professionals worry about money. Masters worry about light. Wow, that's profound. Amateurs worry about gear. Now let's put this within the context of voiceover. Amateurs do worry about gear. They worry about sound. Does this microphone make me sound good? If I use this preamp, if I use these plugins, will it make me sound good? In addition to the gear, they're just obsessed with how they sound. Is my voice too high? Is it too low? Is it this? Is it that? Amateurs worry about that kind of stuff, but masters are focused within a film context, light. But what is light? Light reflects the essence of what something is. So in voiceover, it's very similar. Amateurs focus on gear. Masters focus on feeling. And by feeling, I'm talking about personality, point of view, emotion. And I know I've beat this dead horse probably long enough, but every chance I get to, if I can say it in a different way, I'm going to do it because this is the essence of performance. If you want to be good at performance at anything, it's not about how technically proficient you are. And you do need to be good at it, and you do need to learn skills. There are things that you need to learn and understand, and you need to use decent equipment. I'm not saying that you don't. But at the end of the day, people hire voiceover talent that make them feel something. It happens more on a subconscious level. And if you can do that, if you can reflect your point of view, your personality, interject how you feel within the context of that script, people will resonate with you, they'll believe you, and because of that, they'll be compelled to listen and to hire you. So if you're stuck at that gear phase, that's okay. We all go through that, and even when you've done this for a while, people enjoy certain kind of microphones and certain kinds of equipment, and I get it. I understand that, but it's the whole idea of thinking it's more about the arrow and not the archer. Thinking it's more about the golf club than the golfer. This is about you reflecting yourself through the work that you do. It's about finding your voice. It's not an easy thing to do. It takes time. It takes work. It takes building thin layer of confidence upon thin layer of confidence till you finally find that voice and you're not afraid to express it. But that's what it takes to be successful from a performance perspective in voiceover. So let me just read that one more time because, this should be on the wall of every performing artist. Amateurs worry about gear. Professionals worry about money. Masters worry about light. Man, that's just good. It is so good. Oh, guys, again, thanks. I so appreciate you being here. And of course, your comments, your kind comments that you always share. I like to do a little roll call. It's our tradition. Every morning we get together. I like just to give a shout out to everybody that I can as our numbers grow in the morning. And we've got quite the international audience. We've got Bob in Reidsville, North Carolina, Doug in North Carolina as well, Janet in Florida. We've got Dave in New York City, Barb in Ann Arbor, Michigan, Patrick, what's up in Maryland, Wayne in the Olympic Mountains. Tom, how are you doing in Indianapolis? Bob in Brantford, Ontario. Getting a ton from the blueprint so far. Bob, thank you. I'm so glad you're in the blueprint. And by the way, for those of you who are not my master, I don't want to call it a class. It's not a class. It's school. It is a class. It's classes. It's courses. It's daily get-togethers. It's teaching, coaching, mentoring. It is the VoiceOver Blueprint. All the information is below. Resources or links to all my training resources are below in the description. So check it out. We got Patrick in Maryland, Wayne in the Olympic Mountains. Did I say, am I repeating myself? We've got, let's see here, Piper in interior British Columbia, Andrew in Calgary, Lena in Redding, California, Dave in the UK, Kelly in Washington, D.C., Scotty. Let's see, Brookings, South Dakota, Mark in Albuquerque, Corey, looking forward to tonight's class. Again, link in the description below. Hope to see you there. Corey's in Wisconsin, Norbert in Canada. Let's see here. We've got JP in Pensacola, Florida, Phil's in Tokyo, Rob, what's up in San Francisco, Bill in Boise, Guy in St. Louis, Wally in Maryland, Terry in Falston, Maryland, looking forward to tonight, John in Memphis, the home of humidity. I always thought Houston was the home of humidity. The times I visited there, I just felt like I was covered in a hot, wet blanket. But it looks like Memphis is battling for that honor as well. We got Mike in Spanish Fort, Mobile, Alabama. John, Rhinebeck, New York. Andrew, Renton, Washington. Scott, how are you doing in Texas? Ralph is in Fresno. Let's see here. Who am I missing? Theo. Happy morning to Bill in the huddle from the kitchen where lots of light is pouring in the southwest burbs of Chicago. Theo, thanks for being here. Jack in Phoenix. Scotty, what's going on? Let's see here. JR in Texas. We've got, New England representing this morning. And we've got Bob in Nashville. All right, guys. Hey, thanks for being here. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, focus on the light. Focus on the feeling, your voice, your personality, your emotion, your point of view. That's what it's all about. Have a great day. We'll see you tonight in class. Have a good one.